Have you ever looked at a Cognizant hiring notification and immediately thought, bro, I'm ECE or Triple E or Mech, Civil, and your brain starts doing calculations. Your brain thinks like CS students have been coding for 4 years. They know DSA, they know development, they know everything. And then before the preparation even starts, you mentally reject yourself. And the funniest thing, many of the students get rejected before Cognizant rejects them because they decide they are not capable. Today, I want to show you why that thinking is completely wrong. In fact, if you are in non-CS backgrounds like ECE, EEE, Mech or Civil, this video might be more important to you rather than computer science students. Because in this video, I'm going to tell you what exactly I will do if Cognizant open hiring from tomorrow and I was starting from zero. No fake motivation, no unrealistic promises, just a real roadmap. And trust me, one part of this video is where most students destroy their chances without even realizing it. So, stay till the end. Let's first understand something more important. Cognizant is not hiring software engineers from IITs only. They hire thousands of students across campuses. And when a company hires at that scale, they are not expecting every student to be a coding genius, right? They are looking for students who are trainable, students who can learn, students who can communicate, students who can solve the problems. That changes everything because the game is not about can I become more valuable than CS students. The game is actually about can I become better than average applicant? That's it. And of course, that target is much more achievable. Now here's where many non-CS students make their mistake. The moment Cognizant hiring starts, they rush into YouTube and search the different types of courses like DSA, web development and many more. They open 40-hour playlist and watch 17 minutes and get overwhelmed and they quit. Wait, you don't need that. For most Cognizant hiring process, the first round should be aptitude. And the first thing you have to focus should be aptitude. Yep. Not advanced trees, not complex dynamic programming, not graph theory. Because thousands of students lose their marks in simple exams like aptitude. Think about it. If I give you a difficult graph problem today, you may need weeks to solve that. But what if your percentages, ratios, time and work, profit and loss are weak? Those can improve significantly within a few weeks of focused practice. So if I was preparing from scratch, I would first start with aptitude. Daily practice, not passive watching. Practice. And of course, everybody know aptitude is a scoring section. Now here's something most students don't even realize. Cognizant or whatever other companies is not checking whether you know the exact formula or not. They're actually checking whether you can stay calm under pressure. And that's why mock tests become extremely important. Many students know the answer, but they are panic in the interview round. So every week, take timer tests. Train your brain to solve under pressure and under the timer, because every placement preparation is not about knowledge, it's about time management. Now let's talk about coding. Before you panic, just relax. You don't need to become a competitive programming champion. You just need strong basics. That's it. A simple arrays, strings, loops, functions. That's it. I have gone through many interviews, but I don't know why I'm facing only string problems. Every interviewer asks me string. So mainly focus on string and array. More than 90% of interviews, mainly literally in these companies, they especially ask this type of questions. And in fact, I have seen a lot of students spending months on learning advanced concepts while still struggling to reverse a string. Don't be that student. Master the basics first. Because companies love asking simple questions in different forms. In Cognizant, Accenture, Wipro, they don't ask you to build a Google. They'll just ask you to find exact element in an array, or to reverse a string, or palindrome, Fibonacci. Simple. Now the question is, what language should you choose? The answer is simple. Pick any one language. Java, C++, Python. That's it. Any one. Stick to it. Stop switching every week. In every placement season, I have seen many students, they learn Python in Monday and Java in Wednesday. And I don't know what they are trying to do. And of course, end of the day, they'll become average in all three. There is no use in that, right? So pick one, get comfortable in that one language and start preparing for normal coding questions. Don't jump into DSA. And while we are discussing about preparation, a quick question. How many of you watching this are from non-CS branches like ECE, EEE, Mech, Civil or whatever? Comment your branch below and I genuinely want to know. And of course, if you are finding value so far, make sure to hit subscribe button. Now, let's continue. And the obvious next section most students underestimate is communication. And this is where many technically good students lose their opportunities. See, let me tell you an example. There are two students, student A and student B. For example, suppose student A is Ravi and Suresh. Ravi speaks very clearly, but Suresh struggles a lot. And who do you think gets remembered? And of course, Ravi, right? So that's why communication matters. Here, communication is not another skill. It's just a multiplier. It's not a separate skill. See, if you're having a thought in your mind and you have to explain it to the interviewer, what if you can't explain? There is no point of having knowledge, right? So that's why communication is matter. So make sure to improve your communication. So start practicing today. Just close your door and in front of mirror, take a note of asking questions like introduce yourself, where do you see yourself in 5 years, and all the HR questions. I mean, talk about your college and talk about your projects. And here the goal is not about perfect English. The goal is about clarity. That's it. And here's the another, whatever you can call. Many students think like interviews are like interrogations. Even me, when I'm facing my interview, I thought like, what if I didn't answer the question? What if anything bad happens? So just think, interview is like an interactive session, not interrogative session. Simple. The interviewer wants to know how you think. That's it. Not just what you memorized. And that's why project questions become more important. Whatever the project you mentioned in your resume, the 1 or 2 projects, know it deeply. Because interviews often go much deeper than you expected. If your resume says machine learning project, get ready. Or web development project, get ready. And the most important thing is never write something that you can't explain, even a single word. So make sure in the project sections you have to be very clear on that. Now let me tell you one of the biggest mistakes placement candidates make. They prepare everything, but they revise nothing. They watch videos, take notes, download PDFs, and do everything, but I don't know, they will forget to revise or what. See, preparation isn't collecting resources. Preparation is just solving problems. Revision is where confidence actually built. If you learn a topic today, revisit it again and again and again. What happens? It will just take 10 to 15 minutes to revisit it. That's it. And of course, you'll remember it too long. I don't know what's stopping you from revision. Cognizant announces hiring tomorrow. What would be my 30-day plan? Here it is. Week 1, aptitude fundamentals, coding basics, communication practice. Week 2, mock test. They are very, very important. As well as arrays, strings, logical reasoning. You have to prepare aptitude, right? And week 3, previous placement questions. These are literally damn sure. And resume preparation as well. And interview answers. And week 4, you have to take full length assessments and as well as HR preparation questions and project revision. That's it. Simple, focused, effective. And before you leave, there is one thing I haven't talked about yet. Something that silently decides whether your preparation actually get into a job or nothing. And no, it's not about coding, it's not about aptitude, and it's not even about communication. It's about preparation strategy. Let me explain. Most students prepare based on what feels productive. Now, what actually gets results? For example, solving one coding question can feel productive. Watching a 2 hours DSA course can feel productive. And making colorful notes like me can feel productive. But when the assessment comes, none of that matters unless you are able to perform. That's why I want you to start thinking like a cricketer. A cricketer doesn't prepare for a match by only watching videos. He practices in match conditions. Similarly, if Cognizant assessment is 90 minutes, your preparation should include sitting for 90 minutes for mock assessments. No phone, no cheating, no Google, no distractions. Just sit down and make that happen, right? And trust me, after sitting for a mock test, you'll realize that it's not about knowledge, it's about time management. Some students spend 10 minutes on the question worth 1 mark. Even you can see in GATE or IIT JEE. And then they panic when the easier question arrives later. So here's the rule that can literally improve your score. Never fall in love with the question. If the answer is consuming too much time, just mark it, move on and come back later if you finish all the questions. Your goal is not to solve every question. Your goal is to maximize your score. Simple. So yeah, that's all for this video. And comment below, if the Cognizant starts opening hiring tomorrow, what's the one thing you will prepare first? I'll be reading every comment and thank you for watching. Take care. See you in the next one. Bye.